The Gentleman is a movie about integrity, but not in a way you think. My name's Ryan, and I love to watch movies and think about them theologically. Today I'm thinking about The Gentleman, and I'm engaging it from a unique perspective. In this case, the plot of The Gentleman just didn't seem to be the main thing. It didn't seem to be the central content of the movie. The plot was almost superfluous. I mean, yeah, it had a plot, but it was a basic revenge gangster plot that we've seen a lot of. What made The Gentleman unique was its style. The way it was such a Guy Ritchie movie, and in fact, kind of an old school Guy Ritchie movie. The kind of Guy Ritchie movie we hadn't seen in a little while, back since the days of Snatch, and before that, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. And so this style just seeped into everything about the movie and became more important than the content itself. And so that when you're sitting in the theater enjoying the film, you're not thinking, wow, look at all the twists and turns, what interesting things they're saying about the morality of dealing drugs in Britain. But instead, wow, check out the style. What interesting things they're doing with this particular gangster motif and the way they show it off. Now that's not only true in a behind-the-camera kind of way put into the filmmaking process, but also on the screen. There are numerous moments in the movie where one of the characters, the kind of narrator character, goes off script and begins to describe people in a way that is inaccurate, that doesn't jibe with who they really are. And both times this happens, he gets corrected, and he gets told, no, that's not their style. So style is the messaging in Gentleman. It's all about style. What is it to be your style, and what is it to not be your style? Gentleman is Guy Ritchie's style. Dry Eye is Dry Eye's style. Matthew McConaughey pretty much only ever plays Matthew McConaughey, is Matthew McConaughey's style. What about you? What does it mean for you to be who you really are? What does it mean for you to be who you were created to be? Some people think that Christians are supposed to let go of who they are and transform into something else, something more moral that conforms to a particular set of norms. I really don't think that's true. It's true that we become new creations, but the new creations we become are the people we were meant to be this whole time. Sin isn't something that allows us to express ourselves. Sin is something that keeps ourselves from being expressed. And yeah, who we were meant to be are people who are good, people who are glorifying to God, people who are healthy. There is this story in the Bible, in the book of Philemon. There's a slave, and his name is Onesimus. Now, Onesimus in Greek means useful, and he's been oppressed by this master, Philemon, but he gets away and visits Paul the Apostle. And Paul does something incredible. He sends Onesimus back to Philemon and writes a letter to Philemon that says, yeah, it's one thing for your slave to be free now. Onesimus is free, but he needs to be reconciled with you. So prepare a guest room for him, welcome him, and treat him as a brother. You two have got some stuff to work out, in other words. And then he drops this pun. He says, Onesimus, Mr. Useful, was not very useful to you. He was a runaway slave. But now he is very useful, both to you and to me. Onesimus wasn't Onesimus when he was under oppression, when he was a slave. But now Onesimus has become more fully Onesimus, more fully the person that he was supposed to be. Guy Ritchie became more fully Guy Ritchie in this The Gentleman movie. Dry Eye was very Dry Eye. How can you be more fully you? I appreciate you watching to the end of the video, and so I want to pray this blessing over you. Lord God, for all the people watching, for all the people listening, I just want to ask that you would help them, that you would make them more fully the people that you created each and every one of them to be, not conforming to the image of something external to them, but conforming only to who they really are deep in their hearts. Amen.
And when in scenes of glory I sing